Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a story about two wars happening at the exact same time. You've got a roaring stadium, a fight for glory, and then, just a few blocks away, the streets are screaming in a desperate fight for survival. So how does this incredible contrast explore the real meaning of strength and what it actually costs to be a hero? Let's break it down.
So on one side, you have the Super Fight Tournament. It's this controlled, contained arena where martial artists are all chasing fame and validation. And on the other, the city's streets are a literal war zone. Heroes are fighting tooth and nail against a monster invasion that's bigger than anything they've seen. This story just masterfully juggles these two totally different conflicts. And what's so fascinating is how it uses this clash to really dig into the whole idea of what it even means to be strong.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll dive into the tournament for glory. Then, we're going to jump outside to the city under siege. From there, we'll check in on the Hero Association's panic. And finally, we'll uncover the Monster King's master plan.
Okay, let's start things off inside the stadium. Martial artists from all over have gathered for the Super Fight Tournament, and you have to understand every single one of them is there for their own reason, with their own philosophy about what strength is really for.
You've got guys like the Class A hero Lightning Max. For him, strength isn't about the prize money or the fame, it's a duty. He's here to test out his new monster fighting techniques, hoping this, controlled fight will make him a better protector out on the mean streets. For him, power is a responsibility you have to earn.
But then, he runs into a brick wall. His opponent is on a completely different level. Max unleashes his big signature move, only to get knocked out instantly by a single, almost lazy-looking kick. And this sets up this hilarious and just baffling rhythm for the whole tournament. You get all this hype, all this buildup, followed by an immediate, effortless knockout.
And it just keeps happening. It's unbelievable. Seasoned fighters, former champions, like the huge and formidable Bakuzan, they make these grand entrances, give these epic speeches, and then they're just taken out with almost zero effort. And the mysterious fighter who's doing it, he looks completely bored by the whole thing, but he is totally unstoppable. Well, this kind of effortless power creates this deep, philosophical crisis for other, really dedicated heroes like Snek. I mean, this guy has trained his whole life, he's dedicated himself to a cause, and now he sees someone with no apparent motivation, no grand ideals, who has a level of strength he can't even comprehend. It makes him question the very nature of being a hero and whether all his blood, sweat, and tears were even worth it. All right, now let's step outside the stadium, because right outside those walls, a completely different war is raging. This is where the fight isn't for a trophy or a title. It's for pure survival. The stakes are life and death, and the heroes on the front lines are being pushed to their absolute limits. So the city is under this massive, coordinated assault. We're talking at least 5 confirmed monster threats in the city alone, and that's just what they know about. The hero demon cyborg, Genos, he gets to the scene, immediately sizes up the threat, and starts methodically taking them down.
And right away, Genos makes a critical choice. He decides he's going to handle this whole thing himself. He's determined to protect the civilians, obviously, but just as important to him is making sure the tournament can continue. He believes his master is in there for a reason, and he's going to be the shield that protects that arena.
But these opponents are getting tougher and tougher. He ends up facing a cockroach monster that's so fast, his advanced targeting systems can't even lock on. He's forced to use a secret weapon, this super strong adhesive trap. But then, in this absolutely horrifying show of will, the monster literally rips its own legs off just to escape. It just goes to show how resilient and downright terrifying these new monsters are.
And at the same time, other heroes are being pushed to their breaking point all over the city. The Blizzard Group, a whole team of B-class heroes, gets completely dismantled by a single monster who can control people's minds, turning their own teammates against them. It's just horrifying psychic warfare.
And just when you think it's over, just as their leader, Fubuki, is about to be killed, she says this. And you know what? She's right. Her sister, the unbelievably powerful S-class hero, Terrible Tornado, arrives in a storm of psychic energy. She literally sensed her sister's pain from clear across the city. And with her arrival, the entire battle just changes.
Okay, so you have heroes fighting for their lives, monsters swarming the cities. So how is the Hero Association, the organization that's supposed to manage all this, reacting? Well, let's cut to their headquarters, where the situation is quickly spiraling from a crisis into a full-on strategic nightmare.
Reports are just pouring into the command center, and none of them are good. Top-tier heroes are down. And then the bombshell drops.
Even an S-class hero, Metal Bat, one of their biggest guns, has been found in critical condition. This isn't just some random attack anymore. Heroes are being systematically targeted and taken off the board.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, the real crisis hits. And it's not another fallen hero or a destroyed city block. It's a kidnapping. But this isn't just any kid. It's the son of Mr. Narinki, one of the association's biggest financial backers. And that single act, it changes everything.
And just like that, you see the priorities flip. The mission isn't about saving the city anymore, it's about protecting their funding. The rescue of this one boy becomes the utmost priority, and it's pulling top heroes away from the real, citywide battle. The monsters found the Hero Association's true weak point, and it has nothing to do with firepower. It's bureaucracy.
So heroes are falling, cities are burning, and the Hero Association is in complete disarray, chasing a political objective instead of the real threat. And that's when the final, chilling piece of the puzzle just clicks into place. This was never a random series of attacks.
I mean, let's connect the dots here. You've got simultaneous attacks across multiple cities. Top heroes are being specifically targeted and neutralized. A high-value kidnapping is used to manipulate the association's response. This is all being done to create maximum panic and overwhelm their defenses. It's a plan, which leads to one crucial question. Who could possibly have the power, the intelligence, and the resources to command a massive, synchronized attack like this? We're talking about a war on multiple fronts against humanity's strongest defenders. This goes way beyond any single monster they've ever fought. This is the work of a leader.
And we get our answer, right from the shadows. The mastermind is Monster King Orochi, leader of the brand new Monster Association. And his words just confirm everything. He's talking about major victories. He's mentioning his greatest weapons that haven't even been deployed yet, and he declares that his victory is imminent. This entire citywide disaster, it's just the opening move in his war.
And that leaves us with this one chilling final thought. The one person who could probably end this entire crisis in a single punch is completely oblivious, caught up in a martial arts tournament inside a stadium. He is literally trapped between two wars, one for show and one for the fate of the world, leaving everyone else totally vulnerable to a new, terrifying threat that is just getting started.